Hello everyone, welcome to Fitness, Food, and Faith. We're located here at JB's Lake Park Nutritional Center. I'm JB, and today we're going to be talking about 7 foods to avoid, or at least be very conscientious of, or try to reduce your intake when it comes to these foods if you want to really maintain some serious low weight and shed pounds. So I highly recommend you watching this entire video, and let me go through some food groups that you definitely need to stay away from. You definitely need to stay away from pop. Any kind of sugary pop, Starbucks drinks, Dunkin' Donuts syrupy coffee drinks, even Diet Coke. Diet Coke is worse for you than regular Coke. So what I would highly recommend is some nice, cool drinking water, maybe even at room temperature right out of the tap. Don't think that bottled water is going to be better. Bottled water is terrible for you. It's boiled water. It has all the nutritional contents just killed when you boil the water, and it is bottled. Plus, plastic bottled water is like 3 times more expensive than gasoline. It's the biggest scam perpetrated on the American public. Chicago has some great tap water, and if you're thinking about filtering your tap water to make coffee or to drink just for the taste, that's okay. But if you're doing it to reduce all the other chemicals in it, you're really wasting your time, because when you take a shower, you're absorbing more chemicals through your pores than you are if you concentrated on filtering your tap water. So right out of the tap, it may be a little cool temperature. I like mine to mix mine with a little bit of cold water from the refrigerator and also from the tap. So get rid of the bottled water. You're just throwing money down the drain. And there's nothing better than water that comes right out of the tap. It has, like I said, a more nutritional value. Here at Fitness, Food, and Faith, we like to reduce our dairy intake. And what I have here is almond milk, the unsweetened almond milk instead of dairy milk. Don't get me wrong. I do like dairy milk every now and then, perhaps maybe in my coffee. But if you're starting out drinking unsweetened almond milk by Blue Diamond, who are the big manufacturers and producers of almonds, I highly recommend this. 30 calories, it has no gluten in it, and if you need to work your way into the almond milk, I highly recommend doing like a 50% dairy milk, a 50% almond milk, and then gradually reducing the dairy and going full throttle on the almond milk. After a while, you're not even going to taste the difference, and it's actually going to start to be really good. It's actually really good at the beginning, but you've been drinking milk for so long, it's going to take a little time to get used to the almond milk. So I highly recommend almond milk, coconut milk, rice milk, but rice milk actually has some sugar in there, so you want to definitely think about almond milk. Almond milk is great. Also, instead of white sugar, raw white sugar, I recommend stevia. This is the baker's stevia, so it's equal amount of stevia to what you would normally measure with sugar. It comes from the rainforest, it's 0 calories, and it's all natural. Artificial sweeteners are hard to digest. Actually, they're not even digestible. That's why Diet Coke and all those diet products with artificial sweetener are terrible for you. Stevia is the way to go. So I would recommend eliminating your white sugar. They say that you should eliminate from your food consumption anything that is white except for cauliflower. But if you're going to have some sugar, I recommend stevia. 0 calories, and it's all natural from our beautiful rainforest, even though they're tearing it down at a football field a second. Also, what I recommend eating is gluten-free cereal. We have right here Nature's Path. It's gluten-free. It's made out of flaxseed, buckwheat, quinoa, and a couple other ingredients. So you're reducing your gluten intake. Many of you are wondering, hey, what's the deal with gluten? I'm reducing my gluten because It's terrible for you. It's the sticky substance in flour, primarily found in wheat, and it causes inflammation. And inflammation causes all kinds of heart problems, heart disease, basically any kind of disease or health problem that you can think of, all falls back to inflammation. So if you can reduce your inflammation, your body is going to be much more healthier, and you're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy. You're just going to feel like you're on top of the world. So I recommend getting a cereal that is gluten-based free. What I do with the cereal, I put on flaxseed. Flaxseed is great. I mix it with chia seed. I mix 2 pounds of golden organic flaxseed with 1 pound of chia seed, and I sprinkle that on top of the cereal, and I do add honey. Now I know honey is just about as bad as sugar, but it's not as bad. It's natural. It's about 30% less harmful for you than regular sugar, but I just use a tablespoon of honey to put on my cereal to kind of sweeten it up just a little bit. I could use stevia, but I've been using honey for so long. I like the natural part of the honey, and I just stick with honey. What I mentioned in my last show, which I'd highly recommend that you check out, is wheatgrass. I mentioned wheatgrass reduces inflammation. It's great for your skin, your body, your digestive system. It removes toxins from your body. So I recommend doing wheatgrass shots a few times a week. You can buy it at your local farmer's market, which I do, or I can also go over to Whole Foods and purchase it there. So definitely recommend doing shots of wheatgrass, especially if you're missing a lot of greens in your diet. Also, you want to think about reducing your soy intake. Soy products are terrible for you. Those are also GMO, genetically modified products. Soy products are terrible for you. So is corn products like corn syrup and fructose corn syrup. They're practically in every processed food you can possibly dream of, and that is what is causing the epidemic of diabetes and obesity. Processed foods are terrible for you. Just get processed foods out of your system. Try to eat something healthy. If you're going to have like a cracker or something, try a Blue Diamond, who also makes the almond milk, and also great almonds right here. It's gluten-free, it's sesame seed, it's based of rice. These are great, gluten-free. You can snack on some of these sesame seed crackers. I also have the flaxseed ones, and they also have a salt and vinegar, but it's gluten-free. So think about reducing your gluten. If you're having a sandwich, think about having 1 piece of bread if you're going to have a sandwich and you're out and about, or you're having a burger, like a steam burger that I mentioned earlier in one of my videos. If you haven't seen that, check that out if you want a delicious steam burger. But also think about reducing it. I'm not saying being like a complete psycho and eliminating it completely from your diet. Just be conscientious of it, because it's really going to help you out in the long run. I also have for cereal steel cut oats by Bob's Red Mill. These are better than regular oats. They're steel cut, and they're also gluten free. So you can put some of this, add a little bit of cinnamon, and maybe a banana or some strawberries to it, and you'll just love it. It's so much better than all that cereal. Carrots are great for you. I definitely recommend carrots with your lunch if you're having a hard time getting a salad or some kind of vegetable. I also have some yogurt-based ranch dip, which is just awesome. You can definitely dip the carrots in here, and you'll have a nice healthy snack if you are a little hungry. So I highly recommend carrots. Also, apples are great for you. Organic. Think organic too. Organic are going to be a little bit more expensive, but in the long run you're going to get better tasting food, and you're also going to get more nutritional value, more nutritional substances from that. So think about having an apple a day. That saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, that saying definitely is a good, good thing to go by. Occasionally, I do have a sweet tooth. I indulge in Dove Bar dark chocolate, which has some antioxidants in it for you. It's better than the milk chocolate. So if you're thinking about having a little bit of a sweet tooth, or you want something sweet, I highly recommend Hershey's or Dove or those chocolate squares. But dark chocolate, special dark chocolate, is something that I would consider. Almonds are great for you, just raw, unflavored, natural almonds are just phenomenal for you. Macadamia nuts. I have sesame seeds. These are dry roasted pumpkin seeds that are awesome for it, that you can purchase anywhere. I also have the pumpkin seed meat, which is a great snack also. Hummus is great for you. You can put it on a spread, dip those crackers that I said that I had from the gluten-free. You can dip your cracker in some hummus and enjoy a nice little snack there. Also, instead of peanut butter is terrible for you. You can go online and look at all the things that I'm mentioning here, why they're bad for you. I don't want to get into everything. I don't have enough time, but if you're thinking about having peanut butter, you can have almond butter or macadamia butter or cashew butter, which is a lot healthier for you. And a lot of people have allergic reactions. I'm not sure why. I don't, but I just prefer almond butter to peanut butter. If you're going to be using butter, think about using an extra virgin olive oil, preferably organic, which is great for you. Also, onions. Red onions are great for you. Anytime that you can have an onion and some greens, you can replace your bread with Boston lettuce. You can just wrap your meat up in here, your turkey, and just kind of wrap these up in like little rolls and put them in a little glass lock container. I highly recommend these glass lock containers. They're BPA free. They last long. They're easier to store things. Plastic, you have to. They're just a hassle. Look how fast I can put that in there. Boom, one hand, and just pop it right in the refrigerator. I don't have to deal with any kind of plastic opening up, zipping it. These are quick lock. I highly recommend them. I have about 20 of them, and I have them in all different sizes. You can buy them at the Container Store, and you're actually saving money because plastic bags are very expensive, and I try to eliminate them as much as possible. You think plastic, it's a disposable product, but it lasts forever. I don't know why people use, or manufacturers of food use plastic. They're just terrible for our environment, everything. We should go back to biodegradable products. Things that are disposable do not need to last forever. Also, cashews are great for you for a snack. I also want to mention that we also indulge in a beer occasionally. I have gluten-free beer. It's made from sorghum. So if you want to kind of reduce your gluten intake from like a wheat beer, occasionally I like to indulge in a gluten-free beer made with sorghum. So that's a terrific product to have. Also, I'm running down to things, but we talked about the onion. Also, what are great for you are beans. There's an acronym called GOMS. It stands for greens, onions, mushrooms, beans, berries, and seeds. I covered everything except for the mushrooms. I don't have any. I had them last night. But anyways, mushrooms are great for you. So GOMS, the acronym GOMS. Greens, onions, mushrooms, beans, berries, and seeds. If you can incorporate that in your diet, it's going to be awesome. Also, I have Brazilian nuts, which are great for you. These things are huge. They're organic. I have maybe one or two of those maybe every other day. They're great for you. What I'm going to do here is make some yogurt, but I also wanted to point out a little bit of what I do here with kombucha. Every now and then I rotate from kombucha to wheatgrass on my off weeks, but I found something a little bit different, less expensive, and it's awesome. It's apple cider vinegar. So what I do is I mix about 2 ounces of apple cider vinegar in here. This is a little beaker that I have that has a measuring on there. And about 2 ounces of cherry juice. You can use cranberry juice. Cranberry juice does have some products in there that aren't the best for you. You can buy pomegranate juice, which is a great antioxidant. But right now I have some cherry juice, and I just chug it every other day. And it's pretty darn good, especially after a hard workout. So I highly recommend, instead of kombucha, which costs $4 for a 16-ounce bottle, and some people drink a whole bottle in one situation. I used to break it up over maybe 2 or 3 days. But I can buy both of these containers for about $10. There's 32 ounces in each. So I can get, you know, like 15 days straight by doing shots of these, which actually I think has some better properties. Apple cider vinegar, some of the people from Europe do straight shots of apple cider vinegar, and they live to be very, very long. So I also do that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a smoothie. This is something that I came up with that I thought perhaps I should end the show with. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a quick smoothie, and I'm going to use some of the ingredients I talked about. This is a coconut-based yogurt. It's awesome. It's not your dairy-based yogurt. It's more expensive, but in the long run it's going to be better for you. So what I'll do is I'll just pour that right in there. That's coconut-based yogurt, and I buy that at the store at Whole Foods. I'm going to also use strawberries because that's part of the GOMS acronym, seeds. So I'm going to pop a couple nice fresh strawberries in there that I got. These are all organic, and I'm going to put that in there. A little bit of orange juice. I'm going to put some orange juice in there, and I also like to put a little bit of flaxseed and chia seed in there to keep things healthy in the body. So a little bit of that, and put some ice in there, and a little bit of dash of honey, about a tablespoon of honey. Makes the medicine go down. I'm going to fire that baby up. I'm also going to add a banana, which I forgot. I'm going to use my nice little blade here. If you cut a banana from the bottom, you're going to reduce those little hairs that you end up picking off on the banana every time you do it from the top. So just pop that right in there. Nice healthy banana. And let that grind up a little bit. Put that down my trusty little Starbucks shoe. Oh, look at that. That is going to be one healthy smoothie. Since I have my camera crew here and the Team Naughty, we'll make a little extra for them later. But this is a great smoothie that is really healthy for you and great tasting. I just want to thank everybody here for joining me today here at JB's Lake Park Nutritional Center. I also want you to remember that this segment was sponsored by Naughty Bracelets. It's not just a bracelet, it's a statement. Have a good day, everyone, and remember, all the glory goes to God.